The sun hung low over the rolling hills of Bannockburn, its amber glow stretching long shadows across the dew-laced grass. The date was June 23rd, 1314, and the air brimmed with the weight of what was to come. The scent of damp earth mixed with the musky tang of sweat and leather as thousands of Scots, clad in worn armor and humble cloth, assembled beneath fluttering banners that bore the lion rampant. They stood in tight schiltron formations, circles of men bristling with spears like hedgehogs of iron. A soft murmur rippled through their ranks, whispered prayers, the rhythmic rasp of sharpening blades, the muted clatter of chainmail being adjusted. It was not the roar of battle, but the breath before it, the calm before the storm's first thunderclap. Among them, mounted on a sturdy mud-brown palfrey, rode Robert the Bruce. He wore no gilded crown, no opulent cloak, only a plain surcoat stretched over chainmail and a narrow circlet of gold that caught the light like a spark in the twilight. His face was unreadable, gaze steady and composed as he studied the far ridge. There, the English vanguard stirred, a wave of steel and horseflesh rolling toward them. From the horizon came the first distant thunder, not from the skies, but from hooves pounding earth. The sound grew, a relentless drumbeat rolling over the fields. Then, like a single nail driven from heaven's forge, he came, Henry de Beauhun, English knight and noble. He broke from the cavalry line in a flash of glinting steel and royal blue, his surcoat emblazoned with a golden lion. His warhorse surged beneath him, a mountain of muscle and fury. As Beauhun lowered his lance, the world seemed to narrow into a single line of purpose. Him, the charger, and the solitary figure of Robert the Bruce. Beauhun's breath echoed inside his helm. Through the visor slit, his eyes burned with determination. The field fell into silence. Only the wind stirred the tall grasses, and time slowed as the lone knight thundered forward. Scene 2. The Duel. Robert saw him coming. The horse, the lance, the pride. In that moment, there was no panic, only clarity. He sat still atop his palfrey, watching, weighing. His hand moved with quiet finality to the Danish axe at his side, the leather grip worn smooth from countless drills and battles past. He gripped it now, firmly. The destrier roared closer, spraying clods of turf. Beauhun's lance steadied, aimed for Bruce's chest. The thunder of hooves grew deafening. Then, with one smooth motion, Robert the Bruce pivoted. The palfrey turned on a heel with surprising agility, and Beauhun's lance sliced through empty air, where a heartbeat before, a king had been. Bruce rose slightly in the stirrups, his arms arcing high. The battle axe whistled through the air like the final note of a requiem. Steel met steel, and then bone. The axe cleaved through Beauhun's helmet with brutal grace, silencing man and momentum in a single, decisive stroke. The knight crumpled to the earth, lifeless. And Bruce, calm as before, lowered his axe. No cheer rose from the Scots, not yet. The silence hung heavy, reverent. Their king had struck not just a man, but the very spine of fear. The battle had yet to begin, but the war had already shifted.